Don't fall asleep until we reach our... Are you listening? Are you listening? Anyway, we need to talk about how to... Futaba's monitoring of Akechi's phone has confirmed it. He did...
It's on a completely different level than just...
Not only was he trying to frame us, but he was the true culprit behind his offer to assist us was simply a ploy to frame the fame. If we go into Sis's palace as he suggests, we'll...
To think he would be this far gone. I know now what it means. Furthermore, he wishes to bring a police squad from reality into the past.
If the 8 of us can enter at once, it's not inconceivable to think a larger group is possible. He may even be able to bring in vehicles or other special pieces of equipment.
So, this really was just a setup to shift the blame onto us.
He made us go after Okumura. Then once we triggered the change of heart... And he told us he had seen the true culprit.
The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he was really just some homicidal maniac. Come on, we gotta take that bastard Akechi.
No, Akechi is merely a tool. His orders come from an unimaginable fiend capable of arranging the murder of a suspect inside...
Unless we find out who that is, we will continue being targeted even if...
But what means to...
We'll have to make Akechi say it. Though once we do, that mastermind...
I think that will be the case eventually, regardless of what... The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're an easy target to blame for his... He realizes that's no longer possible and abandons that plan. He may opt...
Damn it! So we don't got a choice but to go with that bastard's suggestion.
But if we go into the palace like we're told, he'll get arrested and then...
Palace? The palace?
Actually, there's something...
Aha! We can use the palace.
What's...
There's a way to get past Akechi and get the mastermind to lay off of us, all while learning his identity.
Really?
You gotta be kidding!
If he wants to kill the guy, why not let him? That is, inside.
Yes, we could have him kill the cognitive version. All the...
Yeah!
It seems that... Listen close, everyone. I have a plan for how...
Ever since the death of their teenage leader, the Phantom Thieves have fallen silent. However, the police intend on continuing this investigation until the case...
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work.
Waiting upstairs. I'm gonna fetch him.
You're...
Makoto told me everything. Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that I...
it's ancient history.
Man.
Look who...
How have you been? You must be fine if you're joking around.
It truly is a relief to see your face.
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked him yet.
Still, how'd you pull... Isn't this guy considered dead?
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell boss what...
We wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves was... What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
Oh, enemy? Fake?
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was to determine...
True cult, I see. So you guys were going up...
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
Akechi himself gave us the chance. He made one.
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit? That wasn't something we couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something.
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a...
God, I can't keep up with any of this stuff. So what was this mistake?
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice.
You mean...
Yes, Morgana can talk.
Sorry, was that...
Oh, our apologies. You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just...
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us at...
When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality. It's a change in cognition, most likely.
Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured...
When we talked to Akechi at the school fest, but we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way...
Oh, I know a place! I want to go to that huge pig!
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
Mona was the only one who was talking about a pancake. That meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse by then.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake comment was an honest one, after all. That said, we weren't so not. That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his...
I pretended to be... My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being installed so quickly. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
That was just an act! After a few days of listening, this confirmed his betrayal.
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the Phantom Thieves in the act. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple.
Is this for real?
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So they planned to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day and thus the dangerous criminal responsible for them. When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil.
I knew he was acting strangely, but to think he was...
He's no ace detective.
On top of that, there's someone else commanding Akechi. Someone with great authority. So great that they can order an assassination in a police station. That's why we had to make a move before they did.
I see.
We baited Akechi into Sis's palace, making him dispose of our leader's fake, but think he killed him.
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened in my cognitive world?
We're sorry for using you without your permission. Your palace had all the conditions we needed.
What conditions?
First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
And that's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing. You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace when Makoto brought the suggestion to us.
I was seriously impressed by that suggestion. To be honest, I didn't quite understand it, but I went along. Yeah.
Makoto is normally so calm as well, but once her mind is set, she gets oddly impulsive.
I did have a bit of a rivalry forming with Akechi, but I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you became a target, sis. The reason I joined the Phantom Thieves was to heal your heart, after all.
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I was desperate. I wasn't myself at all. I'm sorry I couldn't see that.
That goes for the both of us.
We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the interrogation, Nijima-san.
And regarding its location, I take it you used the data from my laptop?
I'm sorry.
Go on.
There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse. First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing we absolutely need. A perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse's interrogation room.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced this would work. They looked no different from actual living people.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shadow. However, it was then that we were met with a terrifying... As a result, even though we managed to grab the treasure... Except that was all an act. We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand, and this was because we knew the police would be coming for us.
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us. And just as expected, he totally took the bait.
Him getting captured by the police when
And I had been interrogating him with no knowledge of this. But how did you lure Akechi into this cognitive world?
All I needed were the coordinates.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious. It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world's interrogation room. Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what you...
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that for myself.
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse, albeit for a brief moment.
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace for so short a time.
That's the other reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his... By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well.
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during the interrogation. Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried.
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never been possible. That persuasion was easily our... We couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was absolutely the make or break moment.
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. Were you... Understandable. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan,
I knew you'd realize that our leader was telling the truth, and that there was a greater
As a result, we emerged.
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch...
Yes. Plus, you...
This is stunning.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi, but what did you do about the body?
The police never even checked it.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death certificate.
The bad guys have that?
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise. We also knew of a
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually came to understand. And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray. As a result, his suicide during...
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Nijima-san.
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that, nobody knows he survived.
Thinking back to the interrogation, though, I can't... Callous use of violence, and even drugs. If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, I'm truly glad.
Don't. You shouldn't have to remember.
It still freaked me out when I saw the suicide on the news, though.
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated to avoid drawing any suspicion. Even with that, I couldn't help but worry for him.
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked out.
I wanted to believe, but considering what we were up...
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and carefree side.
Can it, Cat?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry until we could confirm it in person.
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the head commander. What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who is meant to die. Very well. From here forward, I will do my... You saved me, after all.
That's reassuring.
I'll do whatever I can to help too. Just let's take a break for now, though. This old Oh, and feel free to use the first floor when you guys want to get together and talk. You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word, and I'll close shop.
Are you sure?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you. It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town.
Let us accept his offer. What a great man.
That sounds familiar.
It's me, Akechi.
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct?
No, nothing in particular. More importantly, you've done well with...
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on forging. His loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves in...
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I...
All possible hindrances are now gone.
And on to our next story. The snap election for the House of Representatives. Discussion is swirling around potential nominees as the deadline candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 18th of next.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can...
Why don't we resume our conversation?
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to a
Have you figured out who's behind all this?
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder. He said, Shido-san.
Shido? Feels like
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong...
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
I believe he's a politician. Remember, Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
For real?
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
Huh?
Do you have some...
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align. First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous... On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister.
No!
Did he set us up with that election?
If he is behind all this, that would be
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses.
We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes.
Mom.
Shido, huh?
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this, just based on the connections I had from my previous job. I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido. From the moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch he was involved. But there wasn't anything I could do. So I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had. He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day. Nobody believed him, though.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister? What about the world?
The issue is simpler than that. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
We gotta expose that rotten bastard!
Yeah, we'll do it like always. Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for Prime Minister. Got a hit! Well, duh. Ain't a surprise he has one.
Where would the location be?
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent. Any ideas?
Talk about small scale.
Perhaps it's the Diet Building?
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building?
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right? No need to waste time with him. We just gotta... Nobody against it?
Of course!
He will be a worthy opponent.
Let's win this time for... Then it's your...
All we gotta do now is figure...
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this.
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th. That means...
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body in the morgue.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the Diet Building after school.
That reminds me. What are you gonna do about school? Can't show up if you're...
Ms. Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be for nothing.
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public. He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with a mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable crime.
We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement. He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in...
Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought...
We're intellectuals, you know.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed. What?
But the true battle has only just begun. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature. We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
I finally made...
Back then, because of that,
To think I would... I recall that if it wasn't...
Well, how do I put this?
Well then.
Remember how I hijacked your phone during the school trip? That kinda came in. Well, basically, that's when but there was...
This plan...
But making the plan.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna head back then.
Guess you won't be going to school for a while. Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we've had to face so far. And we'll have all the time to come. To be perfectly honest, Anna really... But when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I'm going to stay with you. Well then. You know, something that when you were in a pinch in the palace, she picked up a reading of someone who came to your rescue. So it was you. Then we'd better let her know you're safe now. And I'll even lend you a hand.
There's no... Of course. Plus, even more... Honestly, especially...
We'll show you.
Cut that out!
You gotta be kidding. You realize you're done for, though. Just don't stay out.
Akechi isn't here.
Let's begin at once. Police cars are making... We already have Masayoshi Shido and Diet Building. All we need...
Maybe Mount Fuji, since it's the highest place in the...
What about a man?
Since he's going to subjugate everyone as...
What about an arena, like the Colosseum?
Imperial Palace? It's no good.
I thought we would have gained entry by now. Maybe we shouldn't...
Hey, you think he's guarding his whole palace? Shido stole the cognitive science research, right? Well, maybe it had some...
Is that even...
Who knows? I've got no idea. There was nothing like that in the notes I saw.
Anyways, what kind of person is Shido?
I did some light research on him last night, but I couldn't get a...
That man over there is probably a legislator, right? Excuse me. I'm a member of the newspaper club at my high school.
Sure.
What kind of person is Representative Shido? What's it...
His stance is dedication for country. He's an admirable man of action. I believe that he'll help...
An exemplary and... It makes sense he wouldn't tell teenagers anything unnecessary.
Look over there. He's on a walkie-talkie.
Wait, is it a...
That doesn't look good.
We should leave at once. Tomorrow's the day off, so let's have an early strategy meeting.
We should all...
The criminals calling themselves the Phantom Thieves are no more. However, these
Look who's talking.
What does it mean to be a politician with risk working toward personal...
The election's public notification is tomorrow.
Everyone's being deceived so easily. Now then.
Hey!
Oh, you want to do it?
All right.
Well then.
Last one. Diamond mine.
How many do we miss?
Perhaps he truly does have a buried...
Right?
That's not something to be excited...
We know all the way up to Diet Building, too.
So you enter keywords into the metaverse nav.
Boss, can you turn the TV on? Shido...
Sure thing.
Goro. Him and his stupid composed face.
So, Akechi, is it true you withdrew yourself from the media?
I truly apologize. Honestly, it required a lot of courage. I mean,
Then was it also your plan when you said they...
that was to catch. Once they lost public support, that's the same strategy.
Why is he being treated as an ace detective of justice?
It's not just on TV or online. Newspapers, magazines. I see his face everywhere.
On the other hand, no one's hoping for our comeback on the...
Phantom thieves are evil. Shido and Akechi are just.
They're manipulating information.
Leaving Akechi aside, we'll get back at him later.
Were there any instances before when you didn't know the palace keywords?
Well, there was the time with Futaba.
We didn't know anything about her, so all we could do was make conjectures.
Then why don't we just go directly and see Shido?
That's impossible. He's surrounded by bodyguards and followers all the time.
There's no way high school students can get an appointment with him either.
Well, we do have an adult with us.
No, that's still impossible. Besides, that's too dangerous a method.
Well, this is a problem.
It's with a ruckus outside.
To everyone gathered before Yongin Jaya Station.
Isn't that an election campaign card?
Oh, right! The candidates are currently campaigning.
I apologize for the commotion. I am Masayoshi Shido.
Wait, did he just say she?
Yeah,
Man, talk about being lucky!
Hey, Ryuji ran this way. By the way, you didn't seem well a moment ago.
I should write something.
Now, that's it. I humbly ask that you cast your vote. Let us all set sail toward a happy future together. I hope to
Is that the guy? You guys wait here. I'll go get intel.
Wait!
Hey! Yo, Shido-san!
Stand back.
I just want to talk to him for...
He's a busy man.
The hell? Ain't he supposed to...
That's enough!
You're that asshole we met at the hotel before. At the elevator. Oh, I'm sorry. So you can...
What are you talking?
That moron! Come on,
But these guys...
Hey, kid, you don't want to know what happens when you cross me. It seems the customer base has changed since I was here last.
Theta show.
Damn brat! I'll sue! What are you? This country is filled with clueless children. Let them go. My next appointment is coming up.
What a piece of shit. Wait, he's the jerk you told us? The same guy? For real?
You're sure? Shido's the one who ruined your...
Holy shit.
Let's get going.
Shido's the guy who...
What kind of fate brought you two back together?
Talk about it. Shido was involved in the cognitive research too, right?
God. What the hell?
Shido was already a politician then. Yet he must have pulled... Furthermore...
He would do anything. We're talking about a man who ordered a hit inside the police station.
He can't sit still until he crushes whoever...
What a piece of shit.
It'd barely be...
At any rate, we need...
Be that as it may, Shido's it's beyond hypocrite.
He speaks about the good of the country.
That man's full of ambition to rise, and he only thinks of the weak as stepping stools for his success.
He treats it.
I assume the keyword for what he believes the Diet Building is.
It must be something self-centered and completely different.
Someone like him needs to be punished as soon as...
Let's head to the Diet Building again right after school tomorrow.
Stewing over it won't get anywhere.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hey! 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 Hey!
Oh.
Whoa.
Yes! All right.
Let me explain.
Security guards became suspicious of us last time. But we still have no hit.
Think it's a barrier?
Where'd your enthusiasm from yesterday?
Ah, shut up.
Enough chatting. You should only be thinking.
The citizens are secondary. He only cares about his own well-being.
He wants to become Prime Minister, even if it means fortune, rich people.
Hey, can you think of anything based on what? Just try saying anything. It doesn't matter if you get...
Incompetent fools like you just need to shut your mouths and follow where I steer this country.
Steer?
It was a match?
What? The Diet Building? What kind of scenery will that be? The actual building's on land.
I can't even begin to imagine what it will be. Well, whatever it is, looks like there are no...
Oh, shut up!
Are we clear of the guard?
Get closer to the wall, just in case. All right.
Did anything change?
Security guards seem to be gone, but it's difficult to tell for certain. This seems to be similar to what...
But this time, the Diet building remains unchanged.
The gate wasn't open early.
Wait, look! Mona's appearance is That means we're definitely in a path.
Come on, let's go.
How's it look over there? See anything?
Nah, it's totally normal.
I'll check it out.
Huh?
What the heck?
What's up, Futaba? Futaba?
What is it?
The hell?
Even though this country may sink, he alone will survive. That's what this cognition is about, huh?
This is bullshit! A country that children can be proud of my ass. It's complete. If a guy like this stands above everyone...
This is...
The same He should have seen this scenery.
Wait.
I'll just add this.
Indeed.
That's...
It looks like.
Listen up.
I can see it.
Huh? What?
It's time. You're mine.
Ooh, Joker! You're looking cool!
We can't talk right now!
They're done for!
Rise up, Panther!
Oh, is this a show of sorts? Mr. Shido never...
Indeed, those privileged enough.
What's with these people? Why do they not feel...
It seems they think no harm will come to them because they're here on Shido's ship.
They're not even sensing the danger. Come on, let's... I have something.
There's a chest!
I'll reveal your true form.
Surprise attack successful!
Sona.
Now just don't lose.
Ooh, Joker! You're
Don't
looking
move.
cool!
This
one's so angry. I think it won't have any patience for niceties.
That's a new one, isn't it?
Okay. I have something.
One enemy, and it's weak. This'll be a slaughter.
Ravage them!
Yeah, Panther! You got them all!
Okay.
That was easy! There's a chest! Joker? Hey!
I have something. See it.
Show me your true form!
We've got the advantage. Don't rush this. We're the better fighters. Use fire attacks to hit its weak point. Persona! Amazing, Panther! Don't move! A shy shadow. Say something kind to make it feel at ease.
Surprising! By the way, I see! I see!
That's a new one, isn't it?
All right. I can feel it.
Show me your true form!
Surprise attack successful!
Persona!
Just don't leave.
Ravage them!
Ooh, Joker! You're looking cool!
Let's go!
Beat him up! Good work, everyone!
Okay. I
They
can
didn't
feel
stand
it.
a chance.
Treasure chest spotted! Let's open it!
This is...
I have something.
Hey!
These huge doors are obviously suspicious.
There's slots to stick in something like a key card.
475 people in favor. 0 against.
I hear something.
Since there is no one against the plan, this bill will be unanimously passed.
Passed? What's going on? Was that...
If this truly is the representatives' chamber as written,
Though...
it's that large conference room that's usually seen on the news.
Oh, that thing! Gotcha! So...
Most likely a meaningless vote. One in which whatever Shido proposes.
So he's doing whatever he wants by keeping only his supporters in there.
What do we do to get in, though?
Maybe we need some kind of qualification. One that vows to be his follower or swear loyalty.
So basically, we need to prove that we're on his side.
You sure move on quick.
But what's this qualification thing about?
Why don't we ask the guests on this ship?
That thought never crossed my mind.
Asking around doesn't sound like a bad idea. The guests here are the cognitive versions of them in Shido's mind.
True.
That's set.
Right. We should prepare for the worst of this ship. Well then.
I can see it.
Hey! Hey, that's a treasure chest.
I can see it.
Indeed.